Well, not a lot. Not a
We
lot.
had a lot on our friends out there, but there may be
Patti
different
LaBelle getting rushed off stage.
findings.
Oh, Lord Jesus. What you doing there?
The funny thing about that, when you get to that,
Patti
it's just
LaBelle is
her
funny.
response is like a normal woman her age.
Patti LaBelle.
Sonny boy, young man, what you do? Take your hand off me.
Ma, you know what happened with Patti LaBelle?
Yeah, mama knows.
Oh, okay. I didn't know she knew.
This woman be on top of news more than we are.
Because she watches.
Keep in mind, she watches 24/7 CNN.
She watches CNN. That's why.
And she watches those other shows.
LaBelle was shocked too.
I know.
Yeah.
She didn't know what was going on.
So we'll talk about
They're
that.
not gonna do like an hour conversation. Attention in the building.
Right. But she's just funny though. All right, we'll talk about that later. Okay, so so let's start off with your story. What's going on?
The View talked about a more update on the whole bringing Brittany Griner home and how our country treats all this. You're going to get some backlash on everybody, not just the Republicans, but everybody. Yeah, I don't know why you let her. Well, is she so famous? Why you forget about Paul?
And we kept talking. I said, I don't care if you.
Well, why not Paul? There's other people in other countries.
I don't want to hear any black person say that.
Well, one of the things that will be brought up, I'm surprised. We keep forgetting, you guys. Okay, Paul Wheeler. He went in custody in Russia. To Russia when Trump was in office.
Mm-hmm.
Duh.
Mm-hmm.
Do we not forget that? Trump was in office. Actually, Trump, we all say Trump's best friend, one of his close friends is Putin. He could have.
They always forget that Paul was in prison when
Comover was in office. And Comover didn't do anything.
They don't think about that.
He didn't even try for him. He could have been over when he was talking about maybe having his hotel built over there. We don't know what they were talking about. He could have said, hey, let my friend go. I need some.
That's not his friend. We talked about Paul, and I believe
that not his friend, but let him go so I can look good.
And we talked about Paul. We were saying, I was telling people what to look up. Mm-hmm. It looks like what I was saying was absolutely true about him being
the negative information you found out about.
And I don't believe he was spying for us. I think he was
dishonorably
discharged. He has 4 citizenships
in different countries,
and he also was over security at the place that he worked. I believe that's why he was over there.
But that's where Anna was saying.
So Trump not going Comover wasn't going to put himself on the line.
But she said all of the people that's hollering and yelling, Tucker Carlson. And she mentioned somebody else. She said they all friends with Russia.
Thank you.
They all could have said something about Mr. Paul coming home or even help Paul come home. No. But one of the things that we had to bring to our remembrance, you guys, remember when Trump was in office, over 5,000 Taliban terrorists he let go. 5,000, they said. I may have a digit off. 500, you think?
Go ahead.
Maybe I was a digit off. I'm sorry. That's a big number.
Yeah.
But the fact is, over 500 criminals, terrorists, he let go. And it wasn't no negotiations going on there. Why aren't these Republicans or whoever else is complaining about this with Brittany being a superstar coming home?
Because Brittany is a black woman.
But he let
a black gay woman.
Terrorists go, and he didn't. And Alyssa brought up, she said the plan was troops out of Afghanistan. They were trying to do their whole peace negotiation, which fell apart. Yeah. So it didn't even, there was no reason even to say, well, I let him go, but we did sign this or whatever.
And people keep acting like this guy who's the merchant of death was supposed to be in prison for the rest of his life. That's not true. He was getting ready to get out in a few years. I think he had like another 6 years ago or something.
Really?
So they thinking of, okay, well, she got 10 years and he got 6 years. So in their mind, they probably was thinking that's a fair trade. Mm-hmm. He only got 6 more years to go. So it's not like we're going to be holding him for the rest of his life.
Thank you.
And then the other thing is, I told you, anybody black that made comments, you don't have any problems with merchants of death marching through the hood and kids being, shut down. So all of a sudden you got a problem with the merchant of death.
Whoopi played with a few of the politicians' comments, so let's hear. Because they kind of talked about their comments.
Getting medical treatment after being held captive in Russia for 10 months. But some Republicans, what a surprise, claimed that exchanging her for arms dealer Victor Bout set a dangerous precedent. Take a look.
The Trump administration was always very clear. We weren't going to trade bad guys for celebrities because it creates the wrong incentives for the bad guys as we go forward. It's not good for American national security. It's not good for people who are traveling across the world.
We can be glad she's home, and we are, but also recognize that we are changing our no negotiation policy, and that could have real ramifications in the future.
So I do want to point out that
took up for him because she said it wasn't that he was dogging her out for being brought home. We now still we have to, as a country, revisit.
Oh, I agree,
and that's on each end.
Yeah,
Both
things could be true.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You can be. That's why I told you we live in a society where people think only one thing can be true. No, two things can be true. Yeah, somebody could be an a-hole, and they can also be a great singer. You know what I'm saying? You can. There's two things you can agree on:
an a-hole,
and a person. You could be happy that Britney's home, and say, "I'm glad that she's home."
Yes,
but I don't believe we should ever trade anybody.
Need to look at doing that differently.
And if you go back, I believe Reagan or Bush or one of them was no hostage negotiation.
Yeah, I think it was Bush.
So you knew if you was in another country and you got caught, that's it
for you.
Nobody's going unless somebody did a sting operation where they go in and they get you, like Obama did.
Yeah.
Remember one lady, army lady or whatever she was, and they went in and got her.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
See, those covert
snipers go in.
Yeah, those covert
special forces.
Yes. So stuff like that, I don't mind. But going in, we don't negotiate a hostage.
Right, and that's what this gentleman was saying.
Or you can even say you don't like the merchant guy. You could be like, I don't like the fact that
we traded
a murderer, a merchant, whatever, for Britney.
Yeah, so that's just something to think about.
But you can be happy she's there.
Be happy she's home. And then the first guy, Pompeo, said celebrity. And Sonny was like taken to that. She said celebrity.
You.
None of us even knew who Britney was.
And how is she a celebrity?
You knucklehead.
She's a celebrity in Russia.
Thank you, you knucklehead. We didn't even know who Britney Griner was.
She's a celebrity in Russia.
She's stupid.
That's another thing.
That means that they shouldn't have kept her then.
But that's another thing. That's another reason why I think he wanted to let her go. What? Because she's a celebrity in Russia.
And there was really no reason to hold on to her.
It makes him look good, though. Putin, he fell down the stairs and pooped his pants.
Keep saying that.
He's out of ammunition.
Pooped his pants.
So he wants
say that 5
If
7
your
times.
people walking around quietly saying he pooped his pants, he pooped his pants. He pooped his pants. Then you want to change the narrative. Oh, he let Britney go.
Twister.
He let Britney go. Yeah,
pooped his pants.
It's not rocket science. It's science.
Okay, I see. But yeah, that was the discussion. And thank you, Whoopi, for reminding us that Trump had let go of some terrorists.
Why don't somebody do some research on all the people that presidents have let go in exchange?
All of these little...
And stop concentrating on the black women.
Let me go.
There's probably some black women that's in other countries that's been over there so long.
They just living there.
They speak the language now.
They have they have citizenship.
Or they don't even capture us because they
with us traveling.
They ain't even looking at us because they like, no,
it's not worth it.
They're not gonna trade nobody for y'all.
It's silly. It ain't worth it.
So now, but then again, now that Britney, now we can't go nowhere because they're gonna be like they get black people too.
Let's see if we're worth the money.
Yeah,
if not,
you're right. Andy Emerald says Putin laugh out loud.
Putin his pants. I like when you say that.
Putin pooped his pants.
Putin pooped his pants.
Putin pooped his pants. Now they're saying Putin let Britney out. Which one you want? I poop my pants or I let Britney out?
I want to be known as letting Britney out. Okay.
Wendy said Don the Con part in Lil Wayne. Yeah, nobody talks about that. And Kodak Black.
Yep.
And what purpose was that? They didn't talk about that. That's true, Wendy. You would think all on Fox News, they would say, why did he waste a pardon on a rapper? And not even a positive rapper.
Thank you.
I like Lil Wayne and Kodak Black.
Yeah.
But from the Fox standpoint, Fox News, they wouldn't like them. They wouldn't like the stuff they talk about people bees and hoes.
But he didn't care because he had to get brownie points on the other side from the black folks.
And it didn't get anything. So who did you let them out for?
Politicians always got some motive, and he became a politician the moment he stepped into that White House.
So everybody just relax and calm down. down with the Britney
But this
thing.
is I'm glad that they brought this up, because a lot of times we get amnesia. We forget. Paul was put in prison under Trump's watch.
But you notice they tread lightly on Fox News. They don't
say not much, do they?
They always have to pre-reference what they say with, "We're all happy that she's home. Let's everybody just relax and calm down. We're happy that she's home." But then they start with the but.
Yeah, got to be a but to that.
Right, but they got to start by saying we're happy she's home.
Yes, we all are.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so that was it.
That
Did
was
they have
good
anybody else?
For that? No, for politics, that's kind of like one of the main things.
All right. Well, let's talk about Tom Cruise and Will Smith. Missed out on Golden Globe nominations amid muted Hollywood reactions to show return.
That was funny that you said that, because when I was listening on the radio coming back, one of the news ladies, when you went in, I was listening on the radio. She has talked about the whole Golden Globes and who was being looked at and who was thinking about being nominated and all that,
and the fake Avatar.
Yeah, I know. She mentioned Will Smith as the reporter, and she said, I just hope that slap and all of that happened to him doesn't snub him, but he did really well. She spoke highly of him. She said this is a Golden Globe worthy.
We haven't seen
but
it.
because of what he's done, he may get snubbed.
Anybody see the movie? Yeah, it came out.
We've heard some good things about it.
Well, about him,
his acting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wendy says, "What do you think of Nancy Grace?" Oh, you probably with the Shanquilla. Yeah, I told you Nancy on that. And then she says it's a shame because Will was excellent. Yeah, people said that watched it said that this was probably a Oscar
better movies
nomination. Well, he should have thought about that before he smacked Chris Rock. But who cares about a nomination? It don't matter.
Not thinking of my future.
He already won.
Work coming up,
and he won an Oscar already. So
yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
But of course he's not going to get nominated. That was obvious.
What's the deal with
when the Golden Globes returns to television screens on January 10th for its 80th ceremony, the telecast won't have Tom Cruise as the wingman. Although 2022's biggest blockbuster, Top Gun: Maverick, received 2 nominations, Best Motion Picture, Drama, and Best Ongoing Original Song, the movie's star was left out of the Best Actor lineup. Now that is odd. Why would you give them all these nominations and leave him out? Only thing I could think of is because of Scientology thing. They think he's a weirdo.
But he's been a Scientologist for a while now.
Yeah, but it's been a while since one of his movies was nominated, and everybody loves the movies, and you got to face the fact that Tom Cruise is weird in their minds.
But here's the thing that we go back to talking about. All of their peers and whoever is the ones that are nominating him or electing them.
Well, the Golden Globes is the press.
That's what I'm saying. If it's not the people, not the public,
right,
and it's your peers, it's another group, you have to separate, like what we're saying for religion and politics.
Yeah.
You need to separate the act of the person and the creative of the person.
But they never do, in Hollywood.
And that's what I'm saying. They need to let robots just pick these.
But why
people.
do people?
Because robots are not going to go. He's a weirdo. He's crazy.
But why
he
do people?
So and so.
I think robots will.
I don't. If you program them to, but come on.
You know what? I was looking at AI, the special AI things. They was talking about that.
Yeah.
Do you know you can program a robot something, but over time it can start inputting certain things and come up with its own
that's scary.
Yeah, that's why people were saying robots can take over. That's why I was saying you can put on there never harm man or something like that or whatever, and then a robot can reconstruct that after maybe years and years and years to think, well, if I do this, is that really the word harm? Because the definition has meanings change.
That's scary.
And we watch Twilight Zone and stuff, and it talks about, think about it. This my whole thing, and hopefully we won't be here because we in our 50s and 60s. We'll be long gone. Hopefully, I really do believe robots will take over. Because if the prime objective, if you make a prime objective of a robot to save the planet, we destroy the planet. So after a certain amount of time, reason is going to come in where they're going to start computing.
You're
the reason why the planet is gone.
You are destroying the planet.
And you will destroy me. Just like that doll we saw, that movie that's coming out with that doll. Yeah, she was like,
I'm making.
You want to destroy me. That can't happen.
Oh.
So I'm telling you, it's going to happen. But anyway,
Jesus.
Going back to what you were saying here, it's always been like that since the beginning of Oscars. And you vote on who you like and who you don't like and all this other stuff.
I can see Will Smith, but not
Wendy says he refuses to see his little girl because she's not a Scientologist. He's a nutcase. I get to vote for the SAG Awards Screen Actors Guild, and I'm going to vote for Will. Good job, Wendy.
All right, Wendy.
Good job.
You. Yes.
So
because you're separating the person from his art, his craft.
Yeah.
But see, people having a hard time doing that with R. Kelly.
Yeah. So, but both of them were snubbed.
Okay.
Both of them were snubbed.
Wow.
Shia says, I think that robots will take over. I do too. Hopefully we won't be around when that happens, but I really do. They already got the rope. They already have the encased, the way you look without your skin on you. Mm-hmm. They already have those robots. I looked. They reproduced all your ligaments and your muscles and all of that.
Cloning you almost.
It looks like the Terminator when he got his stuff blown off of him, and you see all of that. That's what it looks like. The muscle mass, all of that, and they have that already. They already have those in Japan and stuff. Mm-hmm. All you got to do is put skin over it, and they have the fake skin that they put over it, and it looks real. It don't have real skin, but they gonna soon put real skin over it. Watch.
Okay,
it's coming. It's not that much farther, y'all. Wendy says in history, his work will speak for itself. My God. They act like Will killed somebody. I agree.
I know.
All he did was smack Chris.
But that has nothing to do with
even though that's bad.
I know, but that is separate that from his acting in his movie.
Yeah, yeah. So that's it. They got snubbed from the Golden Globes. And then my other thing with the Golden Globes is how is Avatar, nominated?
When Avatar first came out, it was hot. Because of the way they did the whole, how they even made the movie, and everybody was just like impressed. Like they'll be $1 billion in the hole if we don't go see Avatar. Oh, wow. That's why they nominated Avatar. For some reason, I'm not pulled to see this Avatar. Not doing it for me. I'm tired of looking at the funny looking faces underneath the water. I don't know, and the dreadlocks. This is weird. After a while, you get tired of green and blue. We already did that with the Black Panther. You had the blue people under the water. Yeah. And that was interesting because they would come up and they would fight and they're in the natural. Yeah. Shia says, yes, Will has so many accomplishments. We can't overlook the work that he has done. And Wendy says no female directors were nominated. Wow. They said, didn't they have Golden Globe had problems before with ethnicity and other things? Yeah. They're not equal opportunities. I mean, come on, you guys. Yeah. Pretty soon, these are going to be shows that nobody watched. Nobody watching them already. Mm-hmm. The only reason why people went back and watched the Oscars is because Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. Yeah. That's the only reason. That's true. So the time is already gone. Okay. It's funny how you kept mentioning R. Kelly. Yeah, because we were trying to separate what the person has done, ugly as it was, crazy as it was, with their music. This guy's music, he's so Step funny. In the Name of Love. R. Kelly lawyers say, well, that's what we're talking about. R. Kelly's lawyer says, I admit it, album was unauthorized. The 13-track project was released via streaming platforms on Friday. Everybody lost their mind. All of a sudden, people were sitting eating a bowl of cereal. And then here comes an R. Kelly song. And they're like, what's going on? Did he do this in prison? Is there a sound booth in prison somewhere where he recorded this? Oh, no, I took the girl in the room and then I laid her down. Didn't know she was 13 at the time. He was just saying everything in the world. Uh-huh. But we was like, is this real? Is he really doing an album saying everything he did? Look, I admit I did it. I admit like O.J. Simpson. He wrote a book saying if I killed her. If I did it. If I wore that glove and it fit down and I was in my room and eating a bowl of cereal and the FBI came and knocked on my door. I was guilty. And brothers is dancing. I was guilty. And Lil Boosie posted 2 songs on that album was off the chain. I touched her inappropriately. I violated her. I was guilty. But that beat is dope. Yeah, you was guilty. Woo! Come on now. Hit me. Guilty was you. Yeah.
Step in the Name of Love remix. I stepped in the name of love. I stepped in the name of love.
So what happened? He admitted that it was not supposed to be. Oh.
Emerald says, I haven't watched for years that the award.
Oh,
Shia says, yes, they have had problems before, and then they will nominate one or give one the award. Wendy says, can't separate that evil. That is evil. Shia says, R. Kelly and his lawyer said he didn't release that album or song, and how can they record in prison? Exactly. So then we get R. Kelly. Okay. We get another R. Kelly, like the one that was on Gail's show. Y'all trying to set me up. He got an appeal case coming up.
Okay.
So somebody released this album saying, I admit it, I did it, or whatever. He's saying they doing that to mess up his appeal.
Poor.
Did not authorize the album uploaded to streaming services on Friday. In a statement to the Hollywood Reporter, Jennifer, whoever she is, called the project titled, I Admit It, an unauthorized release of music, adding that it was stolen. The album is no longer available after it was taken down by platforms, but you can still see it on YouTube.
Oh, really?
You could go anywhere and still hear it. Mm-hmm. Platforms like Spotify and Apple Music just hours after it released. Says the police report was access to his intellectual property rights that they are attempting to profit off of. But unfortunately, that does not include Mr. Kelly. When he was arrested, he had studio equipment that was taken, she added. Mm-hmm. His masters are missing. The music is somewhere out there, but who has it and who has profited off of it? We don't know entirely.
They can find out this. This is not no secret group underground.
Wendy says, did you know you are freezing? No, I don't know. This thing, I hate that it freezes. It's the Wi-Fi probably. They took it off the streaming services, Shia said. Emerald says he should have never made the song. He sabotaged his own defense. That's what I was getting ready to say.
This song
I was getting ready to say, if they took his
masters, that
means you still wrote it.
So what was you guilty of? Where were you getting that material from? Where were you feeding that from? Because I thought maybe somebody stole his, vocally.
Right, and tried to do him.
Recording it.
No, it's him.
And giving their own messaging.
He didn't want this stuff come out. He probably was trying to do like what you were saying, what OJ did. If I did it, he didn't think he was going to be sitting in prison when these songs came out.
Trying to do an appeal.
Yeah, he thought he probably going to be free, and then I'll put this song out.
I admit
and then people will laugh about it and go, oh, you beat it again, huh? Okay.
I admit it. Okay.
It's different.
Wow.
So I thought that was funny how this 13 track, people was going crazy. They thought they was getting some new R. Kelly music. I keep saying he don't have to release in prison, but he needs to be over talent
something in prison.
He needs to create talent shows in prison and work with other artists on the outside.
Because I'm sure there's some
get these guys signed
in that jail cell with you.
Oh, you know those guys be singing like Eddie Murphy. Put on the runway. I want to put on the runway. What is that one?
Roxanne,
put on the runway. What is he saying?
I don't even know.
Y'all know I'm talking about 48. Is it number 48 hours? I want to
48 hours. 48 hours.
And why was he doing Stevie Wonder?
That wasn't Stevie Wonder.
No, why was he doing his hair? Oh, maybe he wasn't. I'm just getting mixed up.
He was listening to his earphones.
Oh, yes. He had his earphones on. It's a lot of dudes sitting in prison doing that.
Crooning.
Yes.
Do-ba. Do-da. Do-ba. And I can go, yeah, man, you got something. Man,
it'd be 4 bucks. And no, but here's the problem. Here's the problem. What? It'd be one of the guys in the 4. And that caused a whole big thing. They'd be like, I want to sign you. They go, not in here.
We're going to beat you down because you signed all of us.
You got to sign everybody up in here.
Do that, man.
You can't pull one guy out of the group.
Oh, that's
But it's still going to, should do that while he's in jail.
Okay.
Because he's going to be 30 years in there.
Oh, wow.
Let me see. Emerald said, did they say he gave some of the victims herpes? Yeah, he did. And Shia says, R. Kelly can appeal all he wants. They are going to... Y'all, I just thought of something.
No.
Maybe his people put it out there, and then they could say it wasn't a fair appeal because this album was released. It tainted, you know what I'm saying? Like it's using legally, it in a way.
Legally, what are what's the process of appealing, and then when things is out there?
I got you. I see what you're doing.
Because the people that he has to appear in front of, they heard all this.
So he can say, well, I'm not going to get a fair trial because it's been tainted. That's a good one. They might have put that out there.
Who knows?
Shia says prisoners have to find anything to pass time. And Emerald says Roxanne turn on the red light. That's it. Roxanne, you turn on the red light. Roxanne, you don't have to turn on the red light. Roxanne, turn on the red light. Roxanne, turn on the red light. So sing in prison.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go. Okay. Speaking of prison, somebody gonna go.
Oh, they haven't made a.
It just started today. Before they did, or was it yesterday? Today, I think.
They was starting the.
They was
picking
the jury for Megan and Tory,
and they probably they can find a good number of people who don't know who these two are.
Ma, do you know who Megan Thee Stallion is? Do you know who Tory Lanez is?
See, my mom would be good for.
Well, you can't put a bunch of old people. What did you say? She said that he called her a hoe. Oh, what? A hoe. And told her to dance.
And
why would he do that?
Who is this Megan?
So you can't put a bunch of 80-year-olds.
The Stallion.
Why is that a horse? Oh. Why is she calling herself a horse?
Oh, Lord.
Do you know why she did be talking to each other on the jury? Mildred. Ma'am, y'all not supposed to talk to each other.
Discuss the case.
Well, we want to know why she called herself a stallion. Oh, there she is. Oh, she is
She's
tall.
A big girl.
Oh, yeah, that's a stallion, all right. But you shouldn't call yourself baby. You shouldn't call yourself a stallion.
But there's some young.
That's
people,
not good.
You know what? There may be some people that don't know them still. That's young.
Who don't know Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez?
I don't know.
One lady came in there. She said right off the bat, I'm a fan of Tory. I'm not gonna find him guilty. And they told her to go. Yeah, get out of here. You're not gonna be able to.
This Negro, even though you may be a fan, he can still be looked into.
People are not gonna vote against him. See, so
okay.
Let's see.
She didn't want to be on the jury.
Shia said that doesn't matter. He is still going to be in there for a sentence they gave him. I don't understand how he says he didn't shoot her. He is guilty as charged. Her foot was the evidence. We'll see.
We'll see.
Somebody did. And here's the thing. It came out remember I told you they added a new charge to him, a felony, about possession or whatever, something with the gun. Because they figuring if they can't prove that he actually did that, they can prove that he had the gun or something. But if she was out there fighting, this came out in the trial.
Okay.
Her and her friend was out there fighting. Either the bodyguard or Tory shot. Which one?
Yeah.
And then they're talking about possibly the bodyguard may not testify. Tory and them may not want him to testify. That looks bad for Tory.
Really?
Because that's his bodyguard. Why your bodyguard don't want to talk?
But they can't subpoena him to talk?
They'll make him talk.
Yeah, if he's a bodyguard, so he would know.
Yeah.
He would be a good witness.
But what if he pleads the fifth on the grounds that it may incriminate me?
Can you do that if you're subpoenaed to talk?
Yeah.
You don't have to talk?
I don't think so. Not if you plead the fifth.
The law?
But then they go after you then, I guess. I don't know. We don't know the law like that, y'all.
Okay.
Shia says, I don't understand how he says he didn't shoot her. Okay. He is guilty as charged. Her foot was the evidence. Emerald says he is trigger happy, angry man. Yes. Angry little man.
He ain't that big, is he? Is she bigger than him?
Yes, Lenora. Way bigger than him.
And she was liking him?
Tory is a rapper. So there's women
your point.
There's women who sleep with him just because he's a rapper.
Oh gosh, no.
Yeah.
No.
And he's a good rapper.
That don't mean nothing.
And he's not American,
Megan,
number one.
You could do
he's
better,
from Canada. Right? So they're going to get rid of him. They're going to move him out the way.
Thank you.
Shia says, yes, he can plead the fifth. That's what I'm thinking. I think that bodyguard going to plead the fifth.
Wow, that's messed up.
On August 20, 2020, Megan Thee Stallion claimed that Tory Lanez was the gunman who shot her in the foot following a July 12, 2020 pool party. Now, here's the problem that Megan has. Megan went all around telling everybody that she never had any relationship with Tory, that she never slept with him. It's a lie. She lied.
Oh, see, now she's
so
messing
she lied.
Up her whole.
She lied.
What do you call that when you are
right?
When they
also
found a lie on you. Now you're not going to be a believable.
Also, that night she said that she stepped on some glass or something, that nobody shot her.
That she got to give reason for that.
And
Why
she said that
she
she didn't want it to say him when the police pulled him over because she didn't want another black man to be gunned down because she thought if she said it was him that they would just gun him down right there. That's what she said. So she lied.
As a good lawyer for her, they can really, really give reason to that and why she did.
Yeah, but the whole testimony pins on her telling the truth.
Because you said anyone could have shot her foot.
But we don't know.
So it's not necessarily, she's saying he did it. Someone shot my toe.
But if her friend doesn't know who it is.
The investigation and the questioning will try to get to the real source of who shot her toe, whether it's him or not.
You got to prove it.
Somebody shot her toe.
She didn't shoot her foot. You mean her toe. You thinking it's Harlem Nights.
Harlem Nights. You didn't shot my pinky toe. Somebody shot her foot, right?
Yeah.
Someone shot her foot. She didn't do it herself.
No.
So this case hopefully will bring out the truth on who actually shot her foot.
I think it all goes to the bodyguard.
He may have shot her foot.
Shia says it could incriminate him if he testifies. I agree. I think he's gonna plead the fifth, which will let Tory off. And then they would have to prove that he did it, which is against what Megan said. Perfect if he does. I think he should plead the. That's if I was this.
But you say he can be charged on the other.
But it won't stick because Megan said it was Tory. She said he said dance as he shot. Then that means Megan is lying. The bodyguard didn't shoot her. She said she saw Tory shoot her. So how you gonna charge the bodyguard?
No, the bodyguard probably did see Tory.
But he don't have to say nothing. He can plead the fifth. And then they'll try him. It won't stick.
I don't like that.
It's a good one.
The fifth thing. How is it that you're able to do that?
Well, ask Comeover. He does it all the time.
Because that means everybody can say, I plead the fifth in any case that they're in.
If the evidence is against you, it don't matter what you plead. You're just not talking, and they still can charge you with something.
Oh my goodness. Our laws really need to be updated here.
That's where they are now.
Okay.
The bodyguard is the bodyguard is the key.
Okay, well.
And Megan lied. Megan's word is
get
not
out
good.
of that one. The one thing that you're saying, if that's supposedly the truth, another black man, yes, I get it. Because if she has a history of being this type of person that's like, I don't want my brothers messed up and beaten up or whatever, that her lawyer can maybe get her away from that one. But then you said another lie she told about them being together.
Right. Shia says if you plead the fifth doesn't mean that you can't be guilty. That's what I said. They can still, that just means you're not talking. They can still have evidence against you.
Oh, wow.
This is what Megan said. According to an Instagram live, Megan claimed that she was in Lane's car on July 12th with him, his bodyguard, and her friend, and that the four were arguing. What were they arguing about? I told you what they was arguing about. They was at Kylie Jenner's house, and the friend found out Megan and Tory were sleeping together.
Oh, that's right.
And he was trying to holler at Kylie. That little man was trying to holler at everybody.
That little man.
So Kylie said, all of y'all black Negroes, get out of my house.
I'm like,
Kylie said, all of y'all black Negroes, get out of my house. We can only hold y'all to a certain extent. After that, when y'all start acting ignorant, you got to get out of here.
Crazy.
We're Kardashians, for goodness sake.
We got to carry that name and be, on top of it.
Long as you're good and y'all don't bring no ghetto stuff.
Peaceful.
Yeah, peaceful Negroes.
Okay.
See, Kanye too crazy. They had to get rid of him.
Oh.
According to Instagram, friend, and that the four were arguing. Megan, who was in the front seat, left the car. She alleged that Lane shot her through the car's back window. Megan insisted that the rumors she had hit Lane's were bogus. She also said that the shooting didn't relate to Lane's purported romantic interest in Kylie Jenner, which is all lies. According to TMZ, Megan originally told cops that she had cut her foot on glass. See, I believe that Tory did, but Megan lied so much I think she hurt her case. I don't think that he's going to be found guilty.
Who's bringing these charges, though? Is it her and her lawyers doing this?
It's her and the prosecutors.
So it may not. Okay, it may not stick.
While LA prosecutors didn't give many details in their press release announcing charges against Lanez, their statement on the case appeared to mirror Megan's claims. So they're going with what Megan said. But I just feel like they're not. The jury's not gonna. In my opinion, I don't think the jury is gonna.
It'll be that. What is that when there's a mix? A hung jury or whatever you call it, where unreasonable doubt. There's a lot of doubt there.
Because I feel like she's telling the truth. But if I was on the jury, I couldn't find him guilty.
I wouldn't,
because she lied. She lied about them having. I would have been like, "Why you lied about sleeping together?"
And we don't even know if she. Like the jury, probably most people on the jury would go, how we know you're not lying that he actually did shoot you?
And you waited for him to start dogging you out before you came back and said, okay, I tried to save you, which I believe her. I tried to save you. I wasn't going to say you did nothing, but then you trying to put another narrative out there. So now, Negro, I'm going to come at you. Can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do
you
that.
You got to get it right, nip it right in the bud right at the beginning.
You can't get upset with somebody because what if he wouldn't have never said nothing? Then you would have went on with your shot foot and let it go.
And your little saying you got it on glass.
Right. Shia says, or Emerald says, I feel that she shouldn't have taken it to court. She sounds sus. That's what I'm saying. Shia says, have they took a lie detector test? You know they're not going to do that. I wouldn't.
Even if you take one, though, isn't it not
admissible? But I wouldn't take one because she lying. And she's still lying, y'all. She slept with Tory.
And I do get
What is so hard with saying she slept with the little man? Just say I slept with the little man. I was upset. I got
jealous.
We was at Kylie Jenner's and he was trying to holler at her. Yeah. And then my friend got mad. I'm like, why you mad? And oh no, my friend was like, why you mad? And then I was like, because. And then
I'm with him too.
Tory was like, well, I didn't have both of y'all. He was drunk. So then the friend was like, you slept with him too, Megan? And so then they got heated and they got mad. They started arguing and fighting at Kylie's house. And she threw all them Negroes out. They got in the car. Tori's bodyguard was there driving. And then they was fighting in the car. And then she said, pull over. And then he pulled over. And then Megan and the girl got out and they was fighting. They found nails and everything. Fake acrylic nails and everything.
And the sad thing about it, no matter how famous you are, how popular you are, how much music you have out there, the fact that you fighting over a man.
They was fighting. And what I believe happened, and it may not be true, Tory was drunk. I believe he did take the gun. And you know how you be trying to shoot to tell people to stop? Like they fighting? This dummy probably shot down at the ground because she wasn't shot directly. It probably was a fragment that hit her foot. Because her foot wasn't, if you shoot somebody in the foot directly, it'll be way more damage than what she had.
Yeah.
And I think he probably was shooting at the ground and then it fragment went off and hit her foot. And then that's what happened.
But even with the least of his being in trouble, just using the gun, period, if he actually used the gun.
Well, he's not supposed to. That's what I'm saying.
So get him on that at least.
Well, he has to say he didn't do nothing. I understand why he's lying. Because he know he ain't got a chance in the world. Talking about you just shooting and telling him to stop. But I don't know why she's lying. There's no reason to keep lying. You should have been telling the truth. And you still ain't telling the truth.
So we see where this goes. They may drop it all.
Yeah, but I do believe he did. But it's nothing going to happen.
It's hard to prove it.
Shia says, have they took a lie detector? Okay, so now they won't. So that's the latest with them. I'm sure more stuff will come out. Kylie has been called to the stand and Corey, hips don't lie, has been called to the stand.
You know what?
Black man with hips.
This man's hips. Because you keep talking about, does he have hips like Tyler Perry?
Tyler Perry got hips.
I think he does.
Okay. I don't know.
I need to see what's his name's hips though to see what you're saying.
Well, if he has hips like Madea, yes. Okay. Corey has hips.
Okay.
But I thought that was padded with Tyler Perry. I didn't know that.
When he's in playing his male role.
Yes,
himself. I should say his male role. When he's playing himself. I'm sorry.
You so used to him being Madea. You said when he's playing himself.
But he's not playing himself.
Right.
When he is not playing Madea,
he has hips.
I see hips when I see him with his pants and his shirt inside.
Okay. Well, speaking of hips,
Okay.
Sean Diddy Combs so blessed to welcome. Because women with hips.
Okay.
Sean Diddy, he may have, who knows what he got? I don't care about this man like this. Sean Diddy Combs so blessed to welcome his 7th child, a baby girl named Love.
Is he and Nick Cannon in the race?
You know what? Here's the thing with him. I do think I'm not a fan of. I'm not gonna stick up for Diddy.
Okay,
but he is different than Nick.
How?
First of all, they not all toddlers. He don't have 12 toddlers running around. Nick Cannon got 12 rugrats. They all little, tiny little hands. All 12. And they not the same. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even 2 years of, most people steps.
Yeah.
1 year, 2 years.
Even if they stepping out on their spouse.
The 8-year-old baby, the 8-year-old can help. Hey, I'm fish.
Okay. So
all 12, well, no, not, the Mariah ones are older.
So how many he got again?
He got 7 now.
No.
Oh, Nick? 12.
12, okay.
I think 11 born is, and he got some on the way still.
Oh.
They're all babies.
Well, except for Mariah's kids.
And then she talking about, when we talked about last time, she want him to spend more time with his kids. Girl, good luck.
You know what?
But she didn't sign on for that. She was his wife, and she was the one that had the kids first.
But he technically, depending on how he grabbed them all, like that one family that had 5 or 6 kids all at one time.
Oh my God!
What's the family? The lady was the black couple.
I know what
had
you're saying.
A lot of kids.
But here's the difference.
And they all in the same,
But they all in the same house.
I know.
You got
what, 5 baby.
You got like 6 kids or 6 tuplets, whatever they call it, all in the same house.
Yeah,
his is all spread.
Would have to go to different locations to grab them all, and then they little, and it's with COVID going on.
So as much, and then he's also sick.
Yeah, he's even got some problems health wise.
So as much as I don't like him,
dude, is this not how many baby?
They're
mothers,
not little. His daughters are teenagers now. They're like 17.
But how many baby mothers with the 7?
What are y'all? How many baby? Kim had the twins, so that's 2. Let's count. So this is 7. So Kim had the twins. And then the other girl was made an assistant or something, whatever, his assistant or something. That's 3. Kim had the boy. That's 4. He had another one with the other son, the short one. That's 5. Oh, maybe Kim's other son, who Al B. Sure's son. That he adopted, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Not adopted, but raised him.
Okay.
Maybe that's 6.
That's not his natural.
And then this is 7.
Okay.
But they all grown. You see what I'm saying?
7.
The number of completion.
Now? What's his name now? Sean
Diddy
They
Combs.
change their names all
7
the time.
is the number of completion.
Don't do no more, dude.
Yeah.
You okay?
But I'm okay. I don't like that he just having babies without. But he's not married. He's not dating anybody. He dates 16 women.
Okay.
And what's her name? Is from the City Girls. Is one of them.
Okay.
So he never told nobody he's exclusive with them. Yeah. So
I mean, what gives him the right to go and still make babies?
No. But I'm saying I think it's a little different than Nick Cannon.
Oh,
and not all his kids are little. They all underage 1. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So who cares?
I don't even know. So nobody knew this.
Smart girl though, get pregnant and buy a billionaire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Welcome the world, Love Sean Combs. That's a cute name, though. Love. Remember he was Love for a minute? Call me Love.
When was this?
He went by Love for a little bit.
Oh,
he changed his name. Yeah, he was Love. Shia says they say that Young Miami is still married. She probably is. To what's his name?
Okay.
Welcome the world, Love Sean Combs. Sean Diddy Combs announced the arrival of his 7th child, a baby girl, via Twitter over the weekend. Mm-hmm. The rapper is also father, we had him right here, to Quincy, Taylor Brown, Justin Dior, Christine Casey, Chance, Delilah, Starr, and Jesse James Combs.
Jesse James.
Mama Combs, Quincy Combs, Justin, Kristen, Chance, Delilah, Jesse, and myself are all
all love.
Why he didn't say James?
So much.
He didn't say Jesse. Okay.
Jesse James.
Myself are all love you so much. God is the greatest. Diddy tweeted on Saturday.
Okay.
See?
And made Love his legal
His
middle name.
legal middle name. So the newborn is essentially named after him.
Oh,
Love Combs.
whatever. Love.
According to People magazine, the Bad Boy for Life hitmaker was last romantically linked to City Girls rapper Young Miami, whose real name is Carisha Romika Brownlee.
Okay.
While appearing on Young Miami's podcast, Carisha Please, which got canceled, by the way, which just won an award, which should not have won the award. Everybody says the award was bought, but anyway.
Oh, wow.
In June, she could have gone on to make a good show, but she wasn't even out a few months and they gave her an award.
Oh, my goodness.
In June, Diddy defends his relationship status as single, but dating, and confirming that he and Brownlee went on dates and had great times together. Young Miami later clarified her relationship with Diddy in a September interview. And she just saying they dating.
Okay, but she's not the mommy.
No, and she's young and silly.
Who's the mommy?
It's this girl who I think was his massage person.
Oh, Lord.
Asian. I think she Asian and black.
Do you ever
I think
hear?
she Blasian.
I would love to meet women who are, who have been sought after athletes and professional men like him that said no.
But he's a billionaire, so she's gonna say yes.
No, I'm just saying I think I actually know a co-worker who's a family member or somebody. They didn't date.
Oh yeah, a lot of women don't.
They didn't date famous people.
It's other women that don't. It's some women that don't date men that.
And I respect that as well. I mean, not to say you're a gold digger if you do, but just you want to stay away from that world. It's just tainted and muddy.
Not if you a person that wants some money, then you gonna be in it.
That's what I'm saying. That you may have that gold digger attitude, and that's just wrong.
Yep. But that's life.
Okay.
Elon Musk booed by crowd after Dave Chappelle brings him on stage.
And Dave Chappelle. Oh.
Why is Elon talking to Dave? That's an enemy of Kanye, ain't it?
Why is he even bringing him on stage? He's not loved.
Comedian Dave Chappelle brought Elon Musk out on the stage during a gig at the Chase Center in San Francisco. The Tesla and Twitter CEO's appearance was met with the chorus of boos from the crowd. Ooh. Several audience members also cheered. Okay. Musk drew criticism for a tweet Sunday targeting Anthony Fauci, the outgoing U.S. chief medical advisor, while mocking the use of pronouns to refer to a person's gender. Tech billionaire Elon Musk was met with a mixture of boos and cheers from an audience at a Dave Chappelle comedy show. In a video shared on Twitter, the crowd can be heard jeering Musk, whose recent purchase of the social media platform has attracted criticism. Ladies and gentlemen, can you just hear Chappelle? Ladies and gentlemen,
make some noise.
Make some noise for the richest man in the world. Chappelle tells the audience. A number of audience members cheered, though there was also a loud chorus of boos. And then here's Dave Chappelle. You weren't expecting this, weren't you?
I love Dave. I love him.
Oh, Musk tells Chappelle following the boos. So Musk said that.
Oh, he said that.
Yeah, you wasn't expecting that, were you? He don't care. Y'all need to understand, Elon does not care. Chappelle responded, it sounds like some of those people you fired are in the audience.
That's what I thought. The ones he fired.
Later in the video,
so he's making it even more fun. Okay.
He's trying to save the whole thing.
Yes.
The owner of the video that was posted on Twitter appears to have had that account suspended or has taken it down with a message reading, this tweet is from an account that no longer exists. Twitter, which laid off several communication staffers in its move to cut roughly half its workforce, was not immediately available for comment.
That's why you got booed. You just controlling this whole little platform. Okay.
So that's it.
Okay.
But Dave Chappelle tried to help.
Yeah, and he's funny at it. He's right. Some of the people he probably fired and let go was some of the boos.
Yeah. Other than that, who cares about booing Elon
Where
Musk?
is Elon going with this now? I'm thinking now everybody's just waiting around to see what he's really going to do.
He's the richest man in the world.
It's like we're watching this kid in a glass box and how he's playing with his toy.
Yeah.
Is he gonna play with it? Is he gonna put it to the side because he's bored with it?
How does he want to do it?
Oh.
Elon Musk.
Okay.
Patti LaBelle concert evacuated at Milwaukee's Riverside Theater after a bomb threat.
Now, but that wasn't
Who
the
does
theater
a
we
bomb
were at,
threat?
right? We were at a different one.
No.
Okay.
Who would do a bomb threat at a Patti LaBelle concert?
I don't even know. What was this? Any ties to her and not liking her, or just some knucklehead who wanted to get a crowd of people?
Saturday night after a bomb threat forced the R&B legend to leave the stage mid-show. Regarding the bomb threat in 100 block of West Wisconsin, all patrons have been safely evacuated. Mm-hmm. So they evacuated everybody,
and they had to go on stage to remove her. While she was she was receiving flowers or showing some flowers, and the flowers kind of fell.
I'm gonna show the video. In an additional statement issued at 1:13 in the morning Sunday, Allen wrote, "The building was searched by K9 units. No explosive devices were discovered. There is no threat to the public at this time." Now, remember we was talking about AIs. That's perfect for machines to go in and do that. See? Why does a real dog have to be the one to go in there and do that?
I don't know.
So he gets blown up, and that's perfect for machines to go in.
And the thing is, with any machine, there's always going to be something that's going to counteract it.
Yeah.
Pack it, anything.
All right, here's Patti LaBelle. Let's see if they
770. I took my 8 years. Hold
They just left the flowers.
But I'm laughing at the point that Patti LaBelle said, wait. Patti LaBelle is funny.
My mom would probably do the same.
What's going on?
I'm trying to show that it'd be different if she was singing. I don't even know what they could do if she was singing.
Oh, somebody loves you, baby. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Somebody loves. Wait, hold on for a minute. Somebody leave me alone. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, you gotta go. She be hollering all the way out the back, getting out the stage.
Oh my God.
Video taken from the Riverside Saturday shows a 78-year-old LaBelle chatting with an audience member who was celebrating her 70th birthday and receiving a bouquet of flowers from another fan in the front row. Yes. When two men, seemingly her security personnel, briskly walk up to LaBelle at the microphone. Wait! See, they said that. LaBelle cried out as she was swiftly escorted off the stage.
By the two men. And didn't even pick the flowers up. That's her birthday bouquet.
I don't care. I don't blame him. She's the first one to go. And her son be there too. He's her guy in the back. Her son probably y'all better get my mom.
I'm surprised they didn't have him go out there and grab her.
She wouldn't have listened to him. She would have been like, "What are you doing,
son?
You got to get the security."
I'm in the concert now.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
funny. Somebody's
got on a microphone and said, "We have to evacuate the building because there was a bomb threat," said Brunson, who documented the evacuation on Facebook Live. "We came out and police had the block tape off. A whole lot of people were pretty upset. It's scary." I'm still trying to figure out why would somebody do that at a Patti LaBelle concert?
What was the threat there? Yeah. What was that all about?
I think it's because it was a bunch of people together.
The only thing I can think of. It was nothing, unless it was a racial thing.
That's sad.
So
Uber announces launch of self-driving cars in Las Vegas. Remember I told you about
me
this.
About this. I'm a little nervous about this.
Uber has announced the launch of self-driving taxis in Las Vegas. Per a press release shared on Wednesday, the ride-hailing service has teamed up with driverless technology. Company Motional to request a ride in Las Vegas will be offered an anonymous vehicle, if available, which is modified Hyundai SUV. The cars are sent with 2 vehicle operators who will be present to safely monitor the tech and provide support for any customer.
What do you mean 2? So people will be in that car?
Looks like it. While they're only available in Las Vegas for now, Uber said it plans to launch the Motional develop technology in more cities next year. Uber and Motional are currently in a 10-year commercial partnership with more immediate plans to expand anonymous ride hail and deliveries in Los Angeles. The company previously partnered with Lyft to offer robo-taxi services in Las Vegas.
And see, right now, when you first told me, I'm thinking that it would be not accompanied by anybody, which makes me nervous. But if a person is in there, is that considered self-driving or whatever?
I think it's gonna. It's not. I don't think it's gonna be anybody. Well, they have to have somebody
That's
show
what
up.
I'm saying. I just can't see no one in the front seat picking me up from the Uber from the airport. I would be nervous.
Back in 2018, it reported CNN a self-driving Uber struck and killed a 49-year-old woman as she walked across the street in Arizona.
See,
but that was 2018. Now 2022,
and we don't want any kind of car with a glitch, or our car happened to have a glitch.
It will.
See,
but this is the future.
The thing, even with
self-driving cars, is the future.
Anything with computers, there's always an opportunity for a glitch, for a hacking, for anything. I know it's maybe to some people it may be safer than a human being bothering you and violating you as a driver,
or driving drunk,
or driving. Yeah, so I don't know.
It's coming, but we already know it's going to be the cars are going to drive themselves in the future,
and flying probably over the. Okay.
Wendy says a mega. A mega.
What's a mega?
What's a mega, Wendy? So that's what I believe that's coming.
Okay. We'll see.
And whoever this group is, if they have what you call it, we get stock in that company.
This one?
No, this other company that they're working with.
Oh.
Because I believe it's coming.
Okay.
All right, quickly, Kanye. I'm just gonna do all three stories in one quick thing. Kanye was busy.
One of these will probably be our donkey of the day.
Kanye was
he's such a donkey.
And he was busy over the weekend. Really quick.
Okay.
Kanye West says he isn't bipolar, but may slightly be autistic.
That sound better to him?
Autism is more socially accepted than bipolar.
This knucklehead.
Or schizophrenic.
Okay.
Emerald says there were some people who owned those cars riding in the back seat. Terrified for real. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the future. But Kanye says he may be autistic.
Where is he getting this from?
He said he looked at the things of being autistic.
There's different types of autism.
He says he has he might be a little bit autistic, but he says he suffers from autism.
And let's just say for sake of argument.
Oh, a mega Patti LaBelle. Okay.
Let's say for sake of argument, he is a slight autism.
It still has nothing to do with him being hateful.
He still has some bipolar issues, and he may go more into
an obsession with Hitler.
Yeah, something's not right with him, and that has nothing to do with autism.
And nothing.
Okay.
All right. Kanye West's honorary degree from Art Institute was taken away from him. Look at him in the picture. He looked crazy.
Oh, gosh. Oh, okay. Oh, Kanye.
Then again, they could have just took the worst picture at that moment.
I know. They probably did a lot of shots, and they just picked that one.
So the Art Institute, which we knew was going to take that away from him.
I wasn't even thinking like they did with Bill Cosby. I didn't think about the awards that these entertainers are getting. I'm sure if R. Kelly got something, he got stripped of that as well.
And then Kanye West suspended from Clubhouse after spewing anti-Semitic remarks during a live question and answer. He went on another social media site called Clubhouse. And that's where people go into a room and they all chat and talk and all this other stuff. And one of the guys, Whack 100, who's always in the news, he always got to be at everybody's business. He brought Kanye into the Clubhouse.
He did that on purpose, didn't he?
Of course. He brought him in there.
To cause some confusion.
And then he going to talk anti-Semitic stuff. He's going to talk about everybody. He's going to talk about, he says that the real leaders are the Chinese people. And that the Jewish man is the middle ground. And the Jewish people feed the information to the Chinese people. Not the Chinese people. He wanted to be clear, not the people, the government. He don't hate the people.
Okay.
He don't hate the people. It's the government that he has a problem with. He just got a problem with Jewish people. That's all.
Remember back in the 70s, the 60s, when people would say they saw Martians? and they saw him like out of space. They would see a Martian in the backyard, and they had the long faces.
I believe in aliens, but they always somehow.
No, back then though. I mean, even though there may be some truth.
But I'm saying now the only people that see them is people that live in farmland or something. But like nobody in the city.
But I'm
aliens.
saying as far as the mindset of how people were receiving them and not receiving them, he sounds kind of like that now. Yeah, with what he's saying, with his accusations of leadership in China is the top, and in the middle is the Jewish people.
So he's not even saying the Jewish
bottom
people.
The bottom.
We're the bottom.
Or Native American, maybe, or
well, I don't know. What does he think about Native Americans?
And some people probably just ask him questions just to see where he go with it.
But he thinks that they're the middle, the Jewish people. He was giving them too much props. The Chinese people are the ones at the top. The Jewish people are feeding the information to the Chinese people about us and stuff like that. The middleman. That's the problem. They're worse than the Chinese people. I feel he feels because they just feed information.
Think about this. If you had a chance to talk with him, like
you know what I would talk to him about,
questions to just to see where he'll go.
You know what I would say. I thought about this because we from Chicago. Mm-hmm. I thought if I met Kanye, I wouldn't shun him or nothing because I still feel sorry for him.
I'll talk to him.
I would tell him, I'm praying for you, Kanye. I think that if he asked me or if anybody asked me if I had the chance to go into detail, I would only say, I just pray that you will be consistent because you say you're born again believer.
I wouldn't even say that.
No, I'm saying if we're talking.
No, but when
you say you're a born again believer and that you love Christ, but yet a lot of stuff that you do is not Christ-like.
But when you not get into that, because that can get into a debate or an argument.
Why would you tell anybody Chris Paul was sleeping with your wife? No, Jesus wouldn't do that.
But for some reason, I would see where he's at as far as talking. Because we'll talk about music Chicago or something. I said, dude, you are so creative. So you got any more music out there that you got? I see you doing a lot of Christian music. Get him on that subject.
But it's fake.
It don't matter. I would just not. I wouldn't come.
You wouldn't want to cause an argument with
exactly. Because the moment you say, "Why you not? You should." Oh, okay. He may get. Get out of here. I'll see where he takes me.
He throws everybody out if they disagree with him. Everybody. Now Dave Chappelle is thrown out with the bathwater.
So, dude, and when's the last game you went to for your kid? Did they win?
But how come everybody has to agree with him or say
it's not agree with him? I just want to see where he goes with it. For me, that would be the reason.
Yeah,
just to see.
You don't want to set him off. You doing what Kim does?
I don't. It's not that I don't want to set him off. I just want to make sure. I want to see where he goes with how I talk with him.
I would definitely tell him I'm praying for him.
Oh yeah. I believe in the power of prayer. Hey man, you've been knowing God for a long time. And when did you first renew?
What if you pray? What if you got a chance to pray over him? Would you pray stuff about his mind and stuff right while he's standing there?
Oh, I don't know. I would have to be led by the Holy Spirit.
That's what. Would you touch his head and be like, in the Jesus name,
come out in Jesus. The blood of Jesus. I rebuke you, demonic force. You spirit of confusion. Come out.
That's what I'm saying. Or would you still be nice and kind?
You'd be like, I don't even know. I don't know.
He needs somebody like that. He needs one of them pastors that walk in and just blow on him and he fall out under the power of the Holy Spirit.
But you know what? If that leaves a void,
you got to fill it with something. Emerald says, dang, he can't even keep his art degree. Wendy says, how can you love God who you cannot see yet not love your brother who you can see? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Shia says, absolutely. I would say the same thing to him. And he doesn't act anything like Christ. I wonder if it is someone in his family that have tried to tell him he needs help. Yes, I would pray for his mind. Mm-hmm. Emerald says, if he truly wants to run for president, he shouldn't be talking trash about any race. He should be talking human race only. And Wendy says, I would say, do you mind if I pray with you? Yeah.
You know one thing, you guys, that's why I said wisdom whenever you're talking to anybody, even like Kanye. Paul, think about the story of Paul. When Paul went to those people that was honored, they were honoring Dagon, the god.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Paul didn't go to him. He didn't attack their God. He didn't say you serving the wrong God. You need to serve this one.
He just said, I have something you don't have to have 20 gods.
He's the God of the earth, the God of water and sea.
So you know
and
what?
They were like,
So you don't know. God may lead you to, if you pray for him, to pray for the renewing of his mind, or he may lead you to pray. The Holy Spirit may lead you to pray that he would open his heart up more and listen to God. Or God may tell you something prophetically that he knows only God knows,
and he knows that,
and he knows you're not playing. Yeah. God wanted me to tell you this,
blah blah blah,
and he would go, I know that's God because nobody knows. Only God knows that. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Or God, that's why I'm so grateful that if we're led by the Spirit, the Holy Spirit knows how to lead and where to guide him.
Right.
He may even just say, love on him. Love on him.
Yeah.
Listen to him and love him. Smile. And he may discern that spirit.
So that would be my thing with Kanye. I don't like the things that he's saying. Yeah. But in my opinion, he hasn't hurt anybody. He's just crazy.
Words.
He's
They're
talking.
Words, yeah.
I don't like people that hurt people.
I know.
That's the ones where I'm like, it's like, and then even then, like we was talking about earlier with Will Smith, there's levels to it.
I know. Yeah.
The people act like he went out and ran over Chris Rock.
Right.
He slapped him. It was wrong. It's over.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on.
Yeah.
That's another level. You're right. Because that was beyond words.
We don't know level. Like if you do hurt somebody, how did you hurt him? You know what I'm saying? Like if you cheated on your wife. Okay, he cheated on his wife. All right. Everybody, we don't like him for that.
Exactly.
Now he's married again. Is he good to this one? He's been with this one for a long time.
He had a child out of that cheating and
right.
Oh, just a lot of things.
It's levels to stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Wendy says, I would say, do you mind if I could pray for you? Queen Gemini says, hi ladies. Hey Queen. What's that, Mom? Oh.
A toy.
Make sure you guys subscribe to Twitch. I was telling my sister, I think we'll do more discussion on Twitch.
Okay.
And that's where we'll bring you guys in. And because on Twitch you can bring people in and they can talk, even on here too. But I think earlier on it's easier on Twitch.
Yeah.
So we'll start off this show.
And that particular show, whatever that theme is or that topic is, we talk about
right, or advice or something. Because people ask for advice and stuff like that, and we'll get what y'all think.
Yep.
So I think that's the way to do Twitch. So we'll start that off. So make sure you subscribe on Twitch to the Woods Report.
Okay.
So y'all will be ready to go when it's time for us to go over there. And I think that's how we'll do Twitch.
Okay.
And then just keep this one as just normal,
open
regular
entertainment and politics and sports. And stuff. Okay.
And then on the other social medias, I just released the joke of the day. I don't do anything special.
Yeah.
All right, so that's how we'll do it.
Okay.
All right. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Always believe.
Always believe.
Make sure you subscribe to our other YouTube channel, Woods. Relax Sleep Sounds. Did you listen to the fan last night?
I didn't listen to it last night because I had trouble getting into the actual page or whatever you call it. When you
How are you having trouble?
Usually I see it and I click on it and then I could see all the videos, whatever. I didn't see it. I couldn't find it. So every time I would go search, I did whatever was listed, the Woods, whatever. Because what's it called? The Woods.
I know, I might change it. Woods Relax Sleep Sounds.
It would just show one thing and that was it. And I didn't see the little image.
Yeah, the woman sleeping in the corner.
I didn't see that.
Oh.
See, so I got to show you. I'll let you.
It's people that don't know how to subscribe, y'all. You got to go to the page and hit subscribe.
I couldn't go to the page. I didn't see the emblem to go to the page.
All right, everybody relax and calm down.
Okay.
Maybe Kanye will show you how to go there.
Yeah, right. Well.
All right, so
whatever.
I know. All right, so that's what we'll do going forward. Did this go?
Use the other platform to do advice and bring our friends in, bring our audience in.
Yeah, the Twitch thing, because I want to grow that site too. So
okay,
all right, and said anything. Emerald says thank you, ladies. Thank you guys. Thank you. All right, see y'all later.